I'm here way too early and I had to pay 40 euros to check my bag. I'm just exhausted, kind of over tonight already, which is not a good sign. Made it to Athens. I don't know how I'm gonna make it back through security because my flight technically isn't till tomorrow. Well, I just talked to someone at the airport and they said try after midnight. So, gonna find somewhere to wait and hopefully she gave me really good information. Well, I ran into a speed bump at this airport. The gates, like A, B, C, all have different security and border pass checks. And since my flight's not for another 9 hours, I don't know what gate I'm gonna be at. So I can't get through security because I don't know which security to go through. Luckily, it looks like the board is up to 8 hours. So I can see like the 8:30 flight, so I might only have to wait like an hour to figure out which gate section I need to go to, and that's what I'm hoping for. But I'm just gonna sit in this little corner and work on my laptop. I feel like I should also mention that I haven't booked my flight out of Greece yet. I leave in 10 days. I have not booked that flight yet. So that's my goal currently, is to finally finalize leaving Greece and getting to my next destination. I booked the accommodations in that place, but I have yet to get the flight. And I am through security. Ah, love this. Sadly, no lounges are open at 1 o'clock in the morning. But I'm just gonna find somewhere comfortable and a plug to plug in my laptop and continue working on my laptop. Well, it's been a minute. The sun is up and it's been up for a while. I have gotten no sleep whatsoever. I spent the last, I think, almost 9 hours in this airport just on my phone, either on the floor or in a lounge. Although I got free food, which is fantastic. But other than that, I'm actually not tired, but it could just be because I'm going to a new destination. I'm excited.
Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone. You will always be there. Always alone.
Okay, I've made it to my accommodation. A lot of things have happened. I'm exhausted though because I haven't slept. So I'm gonna take a nap. Probably eat some food because I'm really hangry right now. I can feel myself like I'm tired, hungry, and frustrated. So I'm gonna take a much needed nap, get some food, and then come explain the last hour. Hi. I just woke up. It is 6 p.m. Boy, did I sleep for a good 6 hours. I'm already prepared for it to mess up my sleep schedule a little bit. So, this is what happens. From Athens to Naxos, it was a very quick 25-minute flight over the water. And the plane that we were in is a really tiny plane that also was pretty old. So the windows were all foggy and scratched up, so I couldn't even get good views or videos or pictures of coming into the islands, but the water was really, really blue. And there's 2 modes of transportation, although none are that good on the island. If you don't rent a car, which is taking a taxi, or you can take the public bus system, but there's little to no record of how to take the bus. It's not on Google Maps. It will tell you what stop to get off and all that. It's not on Google Maps at all. It's only by, I had to search online, and they said there was a bus stop 100 to 500 meters from the airport. So I was I'll just take the bus because it was going to be too much cheaper, and they said don't take taxis, they can rip you off, they're really expensive. And I was okay, I won't take a taxi. So I get out of the car, I get off the plane, and the airport's super tiny. Obviously we're on a tiny island, and there are 15 taxis lined up yelling at people, taxi, taxi, taxi. And I was okay, no, I'm gonna get my bag and I'm gonna take the bus, but I don't know where the bus station is, and there's only 2 people working at that airport because it's so tiny, and none of them wanted to help me. So I was like, okay. And it was a 30-minute walk too, by the way. So it was either a 5-minute drive or like, I don't even know how long a bus ride, or a 30-minute walk to my hotel. I was going to take the bus, but I decided not to. I decided to get in a taxi, and that was the first. And that was the first mistake right there. Should have just not taken a taxi, but I was tired, hungry, and just hot already. It was a 5-minute drive. It legit like took 5 minutes from the airport to get to the hotel. 20 euros. I knew it was gonna be 20. I knew it was gonna be like, they just overpriced it. I knew it. And I also knew he was scamming me. Like, it's even worse when you know it's happening. But again, I could have fought him. I could have been like, no, 10, 15. But I was tired and exhausted and really just hungry. So I gave him the 20 euros, and I just was like, that was so stupid. Like, you have a moment of instant regret. I was like, that was so stupid. Who pays $20 for 20 euros for a $5 or 5-minute taxi ride? Stupidest thing ever. So I was already agitated. I get a check-in, and there's a lady there. She checks me in. I sign, and it was actually it was cheaper than what I was scheduled to pay. So I was like, oh, this is great. They want to lower the price. And that's when they took me to a room upstairs, and I actually filmed the room, and I actually fell asleep on the bed. And not even 30 minutes later, she comes knocking, and I'm like, I had already been asleep, so I was like drowsy. They gave me the wrong room, and I paid for the wrong room, and so they made me pay the little difference, the extra that was actually the right price, and then moved me into a different room. And this one's on the ground floor, right next to the road. Already probably heard all the cars and the people, but I slept right through that because I was out. But again, it's 6 p.m. and I also haven't eaten still. With how hungry I was earlier, I still haven't eaten. So I'm going to charge my phone for a little bit because I fell asleep without putting it on charger, and it's almost dead. And then I'm gonna go look for some food and walk around and at least make something of today.